Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good day to everyone. So today I would like to share with you on the unit 10 or chapter number 10 in entrepreneurship, talking about human resource management. So before we start any new ventures, actually we do have a certain area that we touch on. For example, we know what is the foundation, okay, the business planning, and also, sorry, the foundation mean the theory, okay, type of entrepreneurship, important of entrepreneurship, and the entrepreneurship development. Okay, there are a few things after that, okay, talking about the business planning. Then afterwards, you can come up with a business plan, okay, uh, after you finish all the chapters, inshallah. Okay, so before we start, the we already talked about ideas. Okay, how do we register our business? Okay, based on certain rule and regulation from local authorities. Okay, so right now we do come to part where we talk about something inside our business, which is the first part. Not only okay, people usually thought about when we want to start a business. Okay, uh, we always think about what kind of product that we want to offer and sell to the market. Okay. But actually, the component in your business must be congruent, must be run simultaneously. Uh, uh, Not only your offering, but also your manpower. Okay, and also how does the process run uh, together in operation, and also how you determine your financial stability through your financial management. So right now, we come to the first part uh, called human resource management. Okay, so human resource management. Some business doesn't want to think too much on hiring people, but after some time, your business expand, getting bigger and bigger. So you need to make sure you have enough manpower, and also you have the ability to expand your capacity of your business. Okay, in terms of run business and as well as the production. Okay, so shall we go to the first part in business management? Okay, so this part called human resource management. All right. So right. Sorry, I recall. All right. Usually we do some online classes. We do have interaction outside. Okay, and then this chapter top is about human resource management. Okay. The objective of this chapter is to provide you with a comprehensive review and understanding of essential human resources management concept and technique. Okay. And second one is to expose to you how the human resource management function are interrelated. Okay. To form any business, actually, we need some functions come together. Okay, rather than standalone function. For example, most people in marketing thought that only marketing, the best function should be run alone. But actually, when you start a business, you need people, you need uh, financial aid, any financial information, your we call it performance, okay, regarding of finance, and also timing. How do you handle your production in operation? Okay, so mostly in is interrelated from one to another. Okay, and show to you how the HRM function help the firm achieve their strategic goals. Okay, you have start the business, you must have the goals, you must have the objective, and also up to vision of your business. Uh, where do your business will go after a few years time? Okay, and then assist you to understand the role and responsibility of HR managers in the firm. Okay, all right. When you went through this chapter, inshallah, okay, hopefully you have the idea on what human resource management is and how it's function. Okay, and also you can describe the important element and the process every functions. Okay, we have up here we have 8 functions in human resource management. Okay, only in HRM. Only in HRM. All right. Discuss how this HR function have in achieving firm strategic goal and objective and why it is uh, considered as a firm strategic partner. Okay. And also you can discuss the method and technique that should be used to solve any dispute, any problem, any conflict that arise in your business. Okay. I added some information regarding how to handle people problem. Okay, and also you can explain the various employment laws in Malaysia and how it's related to HRM practice. Okay, we have some laws that described in this book. You can go to this the book that written by Sori Arifin, Ismail, and also Zarita. Okay, the fundamental of entrepreneurship. Okay, first we come to the functions. Okay, what are the first functions in HRM? Okay, the first function in HRM is human resource planning. Okay, human resource planning. Okay, second function is job analysis, recruitment and selection. Okay, training and development, performance management, compensation and benefit, safety and health, and also industrial relation, and also loss. Okay. Uh, yeah. When talk about HR, okay, usually we talk about hiring people only. Recruit them. Okay. Some we miss about how we need to make them competent all the time, and also uh, up to up to date or current in any kind of business environment. Okay. For example, right now we do have facing before that pandemic. Right now, people talk about the endemic. Okay, business also uh, move on. Okay, and also change. So we need some training. Okay, and how to measure all those performance. We do have the performance management, and most important part when we talk about hiring people, okay, we always talk about the compensation, and that some of the cases business ignore or not so well versed talking about safety and health. That's why some area might not concerned about that, and so after few cases happen, then uh, they thought safety and health very important as well. So this is a function should be when you started your business, especially when you talk about hiring people. Okay, so HR planning process. Okay, this is how uh, you want to plan your HR. Okay, all right. So we do have a diagram here. Okay, this is what we call it as planning process. Okay, as you can see, we do have forecast of labor demand and also another one forecast of labor supply. Okay, so forecasting, okay, very important part is in HR planning process. Okay, we have three here uh, when you want to forecast your personnel. Okay, firm is call it as a trend analysis. Okay, okay, trend analysis. So you need to know your employment needs. Okay, so after a few times, sometimes you start with your own alone. Okay, not involving others. But after few years of your business run, you identify that you need people to work and also to handle manage your business. So by hiring more people, okay, by hiring more people, you can have more revenue. Okay. Another one we call it as a ratio analysis, which is a technique you forecast in terms of your future personnel. Okay, using ratio between some kinds of factor and also number of employee required. For example, here that we can take from the book that to generate 200,000 revenue, okay, uh, normally, okay, when you want to get 1 million sales, you need more people. Uh, for example, here 200,000 per person, you need to have 5% to hire to get 1 million sales. Okay, that's we call it as a ratio analysis. Okay, computer forecasting. Okay, you use computerized system. There's a lot of system out there, either open source or by paid software. You can use to hire uh, more more people. All right, another one here has uh, quite change different from the book. Call it as a goal setting and strategies planning. Okay, so goals are based on outcome of level supply and demand analysis. All right. Okay, so clear to you. All right. So as an example here, you can show in the table 10.1. Okay, table 10.1 in your book. Option for reducing and expected level surplus and avoiding an expected labor shortage. Okay, so if you think in few years time you may have more laborers in your company or in your business, you need to think of some options, some call it as action that can take. For example, downsizing. This is what happened in some businesses during the pandemic. Okay, yeah, you need business when think about survival. Okay, think about survival. They need to think of reducing the costs uh, during the process. Okay, during the so for example here downsizing, pay reduction, demotion, transfers, okay, work sharing, hiring freeze. Okay, you didn't have plan to hire more because it got some more cost for your business, early retirement. Lots of people terminated because of not capable to pay. Okay, natural extraction and also retraining. Okay, so if you think that you may have some condition that your business might have less capable or least capable, okay, to work on what we have, or we call it as a current capacity. We do give some option for your employee to have overtime. Okay, take temporary employees, or you're outsourcing your function, certain function in your business. Okay, retrain, transfer, turnover reduction, new external hires, and also technological innovation. You upgrade your system, so then you have less people to hire. Okay, so right now, okay, in current situation, we do have more people, more surplus in terms of level. This is where the time that people can get the opportunity, our business can get the opportunity. Since if you move uh, forward and together with the changes happen around you, so you might have the opportunity to hire more people and also expand your, or we call it as a, get more revenues to your business. Okay, all right. So before we start further, okay, before we start further, we come to another function, call it as a job analysis. Okay, so why we need to analyze all these jobs? Okay, uh, you need to identify which job should be performed and by what kind of employee, what kind of qualification that we want to use as a, we call it condition for people to get in our business. So this is a process where you gather information about the job. For example, the information that we use in job analysis is what activity that uh, run or happen, and the duties, the responsibility, okay, the scope, work environment, person behavior, and also characteristic of person that fit to the job. Okay, all right. So how uh, we perform the job analysis and where uh, sources that we can get uh, the those information. Okay, so you can get, okay, quite uh, in job analysis process. Okay, uses of the job. There are 5 methods and sources of the job analysis. Uses of job analysis. Okay, recruitment and selection, training, compensation, and also performance appraisal. Okay, in the uses of job analysis, Job analysis helps to perform at least four of the HR functions. For example, at least recruitment and selection, training, the appraisal, and also compensation. Okay, normally we talk about recruitment and selection and also compensation. Actually, another sorry, when we start business, we need to consider training as well. Okay, and also how to appraise their performance. And then recruitment and selection. Okay, from the recruitment and selection, okay, we know about the job duty and scope. Okay, so every single qualification that we analyze, we know we can get what kind of people to the business. Training, okay. So training, the job description underline the job specific duties, responsibility and scope, and also the required skills. Okay. Right now, when talk about social media marketing, we need people that have very fluent, or we call it consider as competent uh, in running any we call it information technology, uh, IT. Okay, IT. Okay. All right. So training and also compensation. Okay. The more complex job, the more compensation should be paid. And then the performance appraisal. Okay. How effective the employee in achieving uh, the goal set. Okay. This is what I call it as a job analysis. Okay. Okay. In recruitment and selection. In recruitment and selection. Okay. Recruitment and selection happen when you facing shortage of labor in your business. Okay. Shortage of labor. Then when you having shortage, okay. So maybe you have new project or maybe you have expand your business. Okay. First, we need to know type and sources of recruitment. There are two types of recruitment. Uh, First, internally recruitment, and also externally recruitment. All right. Internally recruited person come from people who are currently work in your business. As the business expand, you promoting, you offering some promotion to your existing employee to lead or to work in another function of your business. Okay. So external, what is external? Huh? Mean you get some people from outside to fill the gap or to fill the vacancies. Okay. So people will ask, which one better, internal or external? Okay. So you need to do some analysis. Okay, or we call it as a feasibility studies. Uh, whether internally recruited person more or much better compared to the external recruited person. Okay, so that it have its own strength and also weakness. Okay, so the most important or the ideal uh, part is you need to make sure your business at an optimal level in terms of financially and also operation. So if you go for internal sources of recruitment, okay, so you look someone inside and also external recruitment, okay, you ask, you invite, you advertise the job to the public, and the public will apply for that vacancies. Okay, method of recruitment. Okay, this is the selection process. Okay, the selection process. It's normal. When you start business, you want to hire people. Okay, you need to receive an application from them, and you review and do some review on their qualification. Okay, try to look at where skill that they have acquired. Okay, and where uh, skill that you need to uh, to give to them. Okay, so this is a process. Okay, the application form, review application, selection, employment interviews, background and reference check. Okay, selection decision, medical examination, and also apply. And lastly, we apply after you finish all the process. Okay, right. We come to next part is training and development. Okay, training and development. Uh, as we know, for myself, for example, okay, when I applied for the job, uh, I was called for interviews, and after that, after confirm and employed in that organization, okay, we will go through certain process. Okay, first, we do have orientation. Okay, you go to every department, uh, introduce yourself. Okay, make known with uh, every single function that available in that organization. Okay, either small or large size of business, you must to make sure your employee familiar with all those functions that available. Okay, so after that, okay, we do have training. Okay, why we need orientation before we go to the training process? Okay, as a new employee, you need uh, the business welcome. Uh, you need business have recognition on your employment. Okay, feel welcome, accepted as a new member, and also you meet with the culture that practice in the organization. So you don't have to act on your own. Uh, doesn't want to talk to with others. It's normal. People come and not stop do your work. Oh, I'm was employed as a worker in this business, so I strictly go uh, towards having the work or the job done, not or ignore other people's surrounding you, and not even mention anything that have uh, not related to you. Okay, so it's not good for you and also for the business, well. So you need to know the company's culture, the business culture, okay, the requirement, okay, the expectation. Okay, you have some briefing with your boss. Okay, some might be boss or bosses, more than one boss. Okay, uh, general introduction to the organization, okay, and where you be posted, which department you work with, okay. So it's important to have all those exposure for new employees, okay. All right, and then we come to the training process, okay. 6 steps, okay, before we need to, before as a business owner, okay. Right now I'm talking about as a business owner, okay. Before we start to give training, we need to assess what kind of training that they need, okay. So training need analysis, or TNA, always uh, take place, okay, in any organization. TNA, training need analysis, collect the information which training needed currently or in future, and then employee readiness for training, okay. The employees readiness, you must make sure the employee is ready to learn. You need to investigate, okay, their characteristic, okay, the attitude, belief, ability, and also the motivation. Sometimes when you want to uh, execute any training program, your employee are not well motivated, okay. So what should we do? Then come up with a motivation session, okay, get their mood back and bring them uh, together with the business and make them ready, okay. Because why? Because if employee are not ready, okay, the possibility and the percentage of accepting all the information, okay, or we call it as a learning process, uh, might not go as planned. uh, like maybe 50%, just 50% from them have learned. How about the other, another 50% might be a cost waste by your business, okay. We don't want such uh, situation happen, okay. So third step is plan your training program, okay. So the effective training objective must have 3 components, okay. What are 3 components? Okay, what the employee is expected to do and what will the end result, okay. What happened uh after, okay, what happened after your employee goes went for training, okay. The quality of or level of performance that is acceptable, okay. How fast, what standard of quality, okay. So if about your production, okay, usually we talk about number of accident, product defects, satisfied customer, okay. The condition, the component is the condition under which the trainee is expected to apply on what is learned. Sometimes we go for train, but nothing happen after that, which is no, or not even single knowledge applied in the uh, work, okay, the job. All right, step number 4, ensure transfer of training. Okay, mean here, yeah, when you give something to your uh, employee, you must ensure that all the information, the knowledge, okay, transferred to your employee. Okay, by what? You will look into your employee's performance, okay, and you can have maybe you visit and look whether those skills uh, apply and also uh, call it as a useful. Okay, useful. Okay, transfer of training is influenced by the work environment characteristics, for example, the climate. Okay, support by management. Okay, peer support, self-management skill, and also opportunity to use learn capability. The fifth step is selecting training method and implementing the program. Okay, what kind of method that we can use? Okay, there are some method right now. Most likely we do have virtual training program. Okay, virtual training program. Okay, rather than classroom. Sometimes we need some of the employee do some self training. Okay, self study, role play. Okay, using case study, computer based or by using game. Okay, as French program. Or right now, the very familiar one is virtual classroom. So you must make sure all the training linked to the job. Okay. Sometimes we might ask, what the purpose of this training to us? Because we demand for another kind of training because we know what kind of skill that we lack. Okay. Do not waste your investment on something that we thought that an employee must know, but actually in the real work environment, that skill are not related and are not demanding. Okay, for that job to be done. Okay, so provide multiple practice opportunity. Okay, provide feedback. You must ask them how the training, uh, whether the training process goes well, or sometimes some problem happen. Not understanding, maybe the information not sufficient. So organize content in memorable chunk. Okay, mean you need to give your employee with information that very simple and easy to understand. And the sixth step is evaluate. Okay, so the training program must be evaluated for reasons such as identify program strength and weakness. Okay, some of them I just highlight, and you can have it from the book after this. Okay, to evaluate whether training content, the organization, and also the administration contribute to the process of transfer of knowledge. Okay, determine the financial benefit and cost of the program, and to compare cost and benefit of training to non-training investment. For example, employee selection, job assist and work redesign. Okay, this is uh, we call it as process in training. Okay, all right. The employee development. Okay, another function, uh, another part in training and development. Okay, so employee development. Okay, generally we do have four approach. Okay, first is formal education. Okay, second assessment, job experience and interpersonal relationship. Okay, what is formal education? What in what we talk right now? Okay, formal education include both at the workplace and also off-site program. Okay, so whether through short courses or workshop. Okay, so this program may include lecture. Okay, lecture by expert in-house development program. Okay, sometimes you need to have some professional recognized certification. So we need to attend formal classes. Okay. Then after that, you will be recognized as a trainer for certain area or certain discipline. Second one, we talk about assessment. This is where some information collected and providing feedback to employees regarding their behavior, attitude, skills, and communication styles. So it may come from the employee. Okay, you assess your employee, or you may assess their friend, the peers. Okay, or you get the information from manager, and sometimes we can ask our customer. Okay, we can ask our customer how this employee perform. So the purpose is to identify employee with managerial potential, to measure current manager strength and weakness, how the managers control their subordinate, and to identify manager with potential to move into higher level executive position. Okay, sometimes the leadership skill may get improved from time to time. So people would most likely, uh, love being recognized by their employers. Okay, by giving them uh, promotion or even maybe token of appreciation. Okay, so where the we call it, how does the process can be done through the assessment of the information gathered. So job experience. Okay, from the job experience, most cases employee development occurs through job experience. So from the relationship, problem, demand tasks, and other features the employee face in their job. Okay. The last one, okay, the last one is interpersonal relationship. Okay. Interpersonal relationship, okay, can be done through certain ways. Okay. Mentoring and coaching. Okay. So in mentoring, an experienced productive senior employee act as a mentor, okay, will together with their less experienced employee. Sometimes people talk about mentee, sometimes protege. Okay, so the protege will follow their mentor and look how the mentor perform. Okay, so most likely was informally, practice. Okay, share interests and values. However, a formalized mentoring program enable participant in the mentoring program. If you have formal program, then uh, the mentoring program become formal. Another one is coaching. Okay, so for coaching, a manager or a peer who work with the employee, the coach are responsible to motivate, help the employee to develop skill and provide feedback and reinforcement. Okay, so in other words, so coach play three important role here: to coach one to one, okay, and also second, to help employees learn from from themselves, and to provide resources such as mentors, courses, or job experience for the protege. Okay, so this is happen in interpersonal relationship. Right? When we talk about employee development, right? Okay, function. Go through. So how long our session? Okay. All right. So I will consider some question from you. Uh, I will come to another part or second part for HRM. Okay, we will talk later about the compensation and benefit, and then go to the last part in this chapter, the law. Okay, the law that enforce, especially okay for Malaysian government. Okay, so I think that's all for now. We see you later in the next part number 2 in HRM. Thank you. Bye bye. See you again.